Well with you and yours. This is Queen.
And I'm fabulous.
I hope everybody's doing well today. Listen, we want to apologize for being late today, but we had an appointment we could not get out of, and it just lasted a little bit longer than it should. So please forgive us for being late today, okay? But we're getting ready to get into this topic today, and I hope that you will chime in and talk back to us and participate.
Right, right.
Fabulous.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about domestic violence.
Domestic violence.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Something heavy, but needs to be talked about.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I think that we have kind of all been caught up into something that wasn't so nice and
Mm-hmm.
healthy.
Right.
And I don't know in what, on what magnitude, I should say, on what magnitude or what level, you may have went through it, but I've been through it before.
Mm-hmm.
And Fabulous,
I have to. I have
you
to.
both have been through it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I think the key word is been through.
Right.
We went through the process of domestic violence, but we came out of it.
Absolutely.
Of course, mine started when I was kind of young. I was in love,
Mm-hmm.
but I wasn't in love for the right reasons. I was in love because um, the man I was looking at, he was tall, he was handsome, he looked like Billy D. Williams, and that drove me crazy. And that's what I was really basing my love on, looks,
Mm-hmm.
not
Mm-hmm.
on the individual. Not
Mm-hmm.
on the individual. So I began to, we began to date, and we got married, had
Mm-hmm.
a big wedding, and things afterward. It's that afterward part.
Right. After the honeymoon is over.
It's after the honeymoon. Exactly. Exactly. When you
Yep.
start really, seeing something other than what you've seen
Mm.
when you were dating.
Right.
So it changed.
Mm-hmm.
The whole dynamics changed. For me, I remained the same
Mm.
because I was fooled. I thought I was
Right.
getting,
Right.
but in all rationale, I wasn't getting that person I thought I was getting.
Mm-hmm.
I got a
Mm-hmm.
whole different person, and
Right.
I couldn't handle it.
Mm.
I couldn't handle it. Fabulous.
For me, teenagers met in
Mhm.
high school.
Mhm.
It was the looks, but it was because he was, the light skin, good hair, all that good stuff.
Mhm.
But it was also I felt sorry for his situation,
Mhm.
and same thing. We dated, we got married, we had
Mhm.
children.
Mhm.
I thought staying and enduring was the right thing to do for the children, right?
Right. Right.
Total 360. He did
Yeah.
a total 360. And I think the mistake a lot of people make is not knowing when it's time to walk
To
away.
walk away.
And I
Yeah.
thank God I had enough sense to say, you know what? It's time to walk away.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's time to cut this off. I mean,
Yeah.
I could use the excuse for the kids, but is this really healthy? Is
Right.
this really a healthy environment?
Right.
A
Right.
negative environment where it's nothing but chaos and arguing and hands being thrown
Being
and
thrown. Yes.
it like it affects the children.
Exactly.
It affects the children,
Exactly.
and you don't want your children growing up thinking that this is the way it should
Normal.
be, because we're
Exactly.
our children's first examples.
Exactly.
So when you think of your kids, you think of your kids that way. Am I being a
Mm.
good example by staying?
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
it's just
Exactly.
not healthy, and some people don't live to tell.
Exactly. And I married him without children. So I didn't have no kids.
Mm.
My kids came after. So
Mhm.
he was the father of all of my children.
Mhm.
And when Junior was young, real young, that's when he really started to act out.
Right. Right. Right.
When my oldest son, and he really started to act out. And so that's when I seen the path of either you stay
Right.
or you go.
Right.
I had to go.
Right.
Because
Yes.
I wasn't raised in a house where my mother got beat.
Right.
My
Exactly.
father never laid hands on her whatsoever at all,
Mm-hmm.
and I could not live with somebody that was going to put their hands on me. It
Right.
just was, I couldn't do it.
Mm-mm.
So I made the choice to leave. Um, and, of course, I was talked about and all of that
Yeah.
and lied on. Y'all know
Yeah. The
how,
campaign.
yeah, what comes
What
behind
comes
all that.
behind the
Of
campaign, because they
course.
have to save face. I went through the
Oh
same
yeah.
thing,
Oh yeah.
for me, the turning point for me was a fight that broke out, and the
Mhm.
boys jumped in it.
Yeah.
My kids, my sons
Yeah.
at the time, they were like, they probably was like 6 and 7,
Yeah.
and they jumped in, and during that, I remember like it was like I came out of myself, and
Yeah.
I'm looking,
Yeah.
and like this is no
It's
good.
not good.
Like this
It's
is
not
this
good
is
at
it.
all.
Like this is it.
Not
And that
good.
campaign, that the seed is dangerous looking at
Mhm.
situations from the outside in, because I didn't go on that tour of trying to gain sympathy. It was more so it's time to rebuild. It's time to move forward.
Exactly.
And the other party was on that sympathy tour. So
Yeah.
you get people opinions, and a
Exactly.
lot of relationships I had to like sever
Exactly.
because you didn't think before you
Exactly.
spoke. You said some, not so good things, not knowing
Exactly.
what was going on behind closed
Exactly.
doors.
And you know what? I had to really walk away. You're right. When you talk about people, because people jump in your junk and don't know what's
Don't
going
know what's
on.
going
They don't
on.
understand that you live with this person.
Right.
You're with them more than they are.
Right.
And then
Yes.
they come out with a story. I mean, they can tell a good one
Oh
too to
yeah.
make people believe.
Mhm.
But you lived it.
Right.
You lived this
Right.
testimony, you know what
Right.
I mean? And so I had to go through, people talking about me. And I mean, I was dragged, y'all. I was
Mhm.
dragged,
Mhm.
and it wasn't my fault because I always wanted to stay.
Right.
I didn't want this. I didn't get married to get a
To get a divorce,
divorce.
correct? You're right.
That's not what
Mhm.
so I was really going through it. I was hurt. I was depressed. I was everything.
Shame. I
Oh
carry
my
shame
shame.
too.
Oh
Like
my
I remember,
God.
I kept it from my parents, of
Oh
course, and
yes.
when they found
Yes.
out after
Yes.
that big blow up, they
Yes.
found out, and I remember feeling small in a way
Yes.
where they were basically like, "What's wrong with you? Like, what
Exactly.
would make you think we would want you to stay in the children in an environment like that? You should have opened your mouth."
Exactly.
Because we would have guided you out. It wouldn't even got
Exactly.
this far. So,
Exactly.
sometimes it's best you got to open your mouth and talk about it.
Gotta talk about it and let at the time, my beautiful mother and father, they really guided me and helped me,
Mm-hmm.
to go through this situation
Yeah,
because it's hard,
it is.
y'all. It's hard to walk away from something that you believe in so much. I
Mm-hmm.
believed in that. I
Right, right.
believed in the union of marriage and, having children and working and having that perfect life. I believed in that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Having Christ in my life. I mean, I was, you know what I mean?
Right,
And then
right.
to have all of it crash down, it's not a good
It's
feeling at
not.
all. And I was so hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I carried hurt for years,
Yeah, yeah.
4 years, and I couldn't seem to find anything to really make. And you know what? Another thing, let me say this before I even say that. Stop beating yourself up.
That part. Yes.
Stop beating yourself up. Stop blaming yourself. Stop. Just stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was two people involved.
Yeah.
Okay? And sometimes we love hard as women. We
Mm-hmm.
love hard. We not saying men don't, but I know we do. We love hard, man. You know what I mean? So when we put everything in to a relationship, it's like a forever type thing.
Yeah, I mean, because as girls, as women, when you were girls,
Uh-huh.
that's just how that's our
Yeah.
our 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 dream is to
Yeah.
grow up, get married, have children, get the house with the picket fence and the
Exactly.
dog. So it's
Exactly.
something that we always carry with us from a child. It's
Exactly.
something that
Exactly.
women just do from
It,
a girl to a woman. So when it crashes,
and it crash and burn. Oh my
I'm
my.
glad I could laugh about it because
Yeah,
it wasn't funny
it
then.
wasn't
It
funny
wasn't.
then, boy. I'm telling you, we was going through it.
Yes, yes,
But
yes.
thank God for God. See, that's where God steps in,
Right.
and He helps us get through these things. He's
Mm-hmm.
that type of God, and I'm grateful for that. And
Yes.
not only God, now God will have people put in, set in your life
Yes.
to help guide you and help to
Yep.
pray you through, because
Mm.
you don't want to sit around here and go crazy
No.
and get depressed to the point where you kill yourself and all your whole. I was just reading today where a mother got her children's back custody. She
Mm-hmm.
got custody of her children and killed them.
Yep. And see, I'm
And
glad
killed them.
we were talking off camera. See, domestic violence, the norm you
Mm-hmm.
hear is usually the men,
Yep.
hurting the women, but it's a lot of
No,
violent women
it's a
out there
lot
too.
of violent
It goes
women.
both ways,
Yes, it
right?
does.
Seek
Yes.
help.
That's right.
You don't give life, you don't
Uh-huh.
have a right to take it
That
away.
is true. That
Just
is
because you're
true.
going through something is selfish. That
Yes.
is so selfish to
Yep.
me.
Yep.
Those poor children
I mean, didn't ask to be here.
no.
Thought they were safe with their mom.
Right, right.
And the mom took their life probably because of a man that you know. This is the reason why, ladies, we gotta get it
We
together.
have to mentally.
We
We
gotta
have to.
stop and say, you know what? Is it worth it?
Exactly.
Is it worth it? And most of the time, it's not worth it
No.
because so we have to, really take the time and really, really, no, seriously, we have to take the time and make sure that this is what we want to do.
Right. Right.
Because everything that look good, everything that's painted gold
It's
now.
not. And it's always,
Oh,
for every action it's a reaction. There's gonna
there
be
you go.
consequences.
There you
A
go.
lot of women is sitting in prison today over a
Uh-huh.
man, and guess what
Uh-huh.
that man is doing? He done moved
He done
on.
moved on. He done
He
moved
done moved
on.
on, and you threw your life
Exactly.
away. Now you're doing
Exactly.
time. For
Exactly.
what?
Yeah, because the man didn't want you. He
Or it
got.
didn't work out the way you thought
But
it should,
listen, if he walked away, maybe it was for the best. If she walked away, maybe it was for the
Right,
best.
right,
Maybe God got somebody better for you.
right.
But you can't hold on to somebody that don't want to be held on to.
No, no, you
You
can't.
understand?
No,
You gotta let them go.
right.
Because that's a form of witchcraft and warlock and control.
Right,
You
right,
can't do that.
right.
Only person that has that kind of control is God. I don't have no control over my husband. He can walk out
Mm-hmm.
anytime he get ready, and it's really nothing I can do.
Right,
I can walk out anytime I get ready. It's really nothing he can do but let me go.
right.
You follow where
Yeah,
I'm going with
absolutely,
this?
absolutely.
So we got to get to the point where you say, listen, maybe it's not for me. Maybe this isn't, what
Right.
I thought it was. Ask God to forgive you and move
And
on.
move on.
Move on.
Let it go.
Let it go.
It's painful. I know it's easier said than done. The grief, because it could feel like death.
Exactly. It is a death.
Yeah,
It is.
relationships. You really go through the
Mhm.
stages of grief as if it's a physical death.
It's a death.
Go
Yeah.
through it
Yeah.
and grow from
Yeah,
it.
grow
Because
from
see,
it. Yeah.
for me, you know what I did? I did it myself.
Yeah.
I got to know myself,
Yeah,
right? And
yeah.
I was really like
Yeah.
getting dressed up.
Yep.
Take myself out and spent time with
Yep.
myself and got
Yep.
to know myself. And
Yep.
I found some things like I love myself. Like I'm okay
Exactly.
being, because a lot of people, they struggle with being alone.
Exactly.
And you got to come out of that.
Exactly.
Come out of that. You have to,
Exactly.
because that will consume you. And I
Exactly.
didn't want to be bitter.
Exactly.
I didn't want to be bitter. I didn't want to, because it's easy. It's easy for you to turn
It's
bitter
so easy
when
to
you
be
go
bitter.
through situations like that. And I
Sure.
didn't want to be any of that. I wanted to be a healthy version of myself, because the children. You got children to think
kids
about,
now.
right?
Exactly.
So I really spent time with me and with God, of course,
Uh-huh.
but with me, and that's the perfect time to get to know yourself, where you
Exactly.
have your standards.
Exactly.
Set your standards on what you will tolerate and what you won't tolerate. And
Exactly.
don't break it for no
And
one.
don't
'Cause
make-
that's what we did.
Exactly.
We lowered our standards.
I like what you said, because at that point we don't go back to the same thing. Like you said, you had to date yourself.
Yeah.
Find out about, love on you. self-care.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then when you put yourself out there, when you start dating somebody, ask questions.
Please.
Ask questions. Ask questions and see if it's okay, if you guys are going to be compatible or not.
Right.
Ask questions. I mean, people break up over money. Find out what kind of money he got.
Right. Right.
Bank account.
What kind of baggage?
What kind of baggage is he bringing to the table? You understand that? Because there's a lot of people that men's out here swindling these people, swindling these girls, married to somebody else in Chicago, and they live all the way in Massachusetts.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you got to get to know whoever you're trying to get with.
And their family.
And their families. Exactly.
Get to know the family.
Exactly. If they got kids, try to, get some type of relationship with the kids. I don't know what to tell you, but you can't just jump into something and then when it don't work out, now, fights break out and it can even turn to something very tragic, and that's something we don't want.
No,
We're
that's
trying to
domestic
avoid
violence
stuff
is-
like that.
It's not good.
So we have to learn how to love, but love the right way. Get to like. I really like what Fabulous said. Get to know yourself 1st. We really don't know who we are as a person.
No.
And when you start really stopping and saying, so basically, what you have to do is you have to
You know, are they good for me? Are they a wolf in sheep clothing? Are they really who they're perpetrating to be? Is this person dangerous? Because see, a fake person can be a dangerous person, okay? So you have to start taking these inventory checks on who you're around. And you know, you got to take note. Don't ignore the red flags. Do
No.
not ignore the red flags. Queen is back.
Hey! Oh my. I hope I didn't miss a whole lot, but I know Fabulous could handle it. I had to take a very important phone call. But listen, guys, I hope you got something out of this today. Fabulous, she took me. I know she taught you well. When I listen to it, I know I'm gonna hear what I missed.
Yeah.
But listen, we want everybody to be safe.
Please.
Okay, don't let people or don't let these. Okay, we got to take it both ways.
Right.
Don't let the women's fool the men's, and don't let the men's fool the women.
Right.
Okay, because but right now, I don't know if you talked about
Yeah,
violence in
yeah,
the
with
women.
the women are
We
violent
just
too.
went through a situation this morning where it's, somebody that we both know, had an incident with the person that was living with them, and got stabbed up a little bit, and so that situation just happened very close to us.
Right.
You understand? So this is the reason why we can talk about it, because we live in this. We
Right.
live in this right now, and it could happen to anybody
Mhm.
at any time. Okay, so we don't say that it won't happen to me.
Yeah.
Okay, be very careful saying never.
Right.
Okay,
That's so
don't
true.
say never. Okay, so we got to keep our heads on straight, and we got to be vigilant in what we believe. Stand 10 toes down. Don't let nobody run over you. And go ahead and you can love. You can fall in love. What you think,
I mean,
Fabulous?
for my situation, I know we gotta go.
Yeah.
But even I have young adult children, right?
Uh-huh.
And I could recall when they were teenagers, I used to like beat it over their heads.
Yeah.
Don't get into a relationship right now.
Yeah.
'Cause see, I was 15
Right.
when their
Right.
father. I was 15 years old. We were teenagers, and I told
Yeah.
them, when you're a teenager, live life, have fun. You don't have to be in a
Exactly.
serious relationship because
Exactly.
you're mentally, you're not mature. You're still
Exactly.
growing. You're still getting to know yourself. How are you committed in a
Exactly.
committed, serious relationship? So,
Exactly.
yeah, it's good to love, but take your time.
Exactly.
Take your time.
Exactly. And this is, listen, time is all you got, really.
Mhm.
Kind of, we know that there's more time behind us than it is in front of us. But still, like Fabulous said, take your time. Don't rush into no relationship with
No.
nobody, because you don't know what you're getting yourself into.
I told him when you were away, I said you got to treat things like a job interview.
Yeah.
Ask questions, do your research.
Sure.
You have to.
Oh, I believe in that. I believe in doing research and not doing a whole lot of talking.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't do a whole lot of nothing until you find out about who the person that you with. We got ladies out here that'll scam you.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
got men's out here that definitely scam you. So you gotta know what you're doing when you out there, because there's somebody smarter than you.
That's it.
It's the truth. It's somebody smarter than me. Somebody smarter than Fabulous. If we don't do the research, we could get caught up. Trust me.
Yeah.
But it's just a blessing that for me, the second go round
Yes.
is the best.
Same here.
26 years going in, the best.
I'm going on 17.
17 for Fabulous, 26 for me. I tell you,
It's a
listen,
beautiful thing.
this man is the love of my life.
Same
He
here.
should have. I mean, the love of
I
my
always say to
life.
him, "Where were you back then?"
I'm trying to
Should've met
tell
you
you.
back
Oh,
then.
my,
I wouldn't have had to go
my.
through what I went through back then if you would have been around.
Boy, I'm
but-
telling you, it's just the fact that we got him at the right time.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
got the love of my life, y'all. I'm not turning him loose. And I don't play with him. These women's be coming for him. I'm coming for you. Just know that. So don't come for mine, because I'm coming for you. Trust
Solid. We're
that.
solid.
I'm just messing.
Yeah, we're
Listen, we
solid.
know. We know better. And listen, we hope you enjoyed it today. Wait
Right.
a minute. Nakima?
Right? I said hi to him.
Hi.
Nakama.
Nakama. Okay, I'm
I don't know if we're
sorry.
pronouncing it right.
How are you? How are you? We still, well, thank you. These roses are beautiful. Thank you, sweetheart. Listen, we want you to come back next week. We don't want to end. Now, how are we going to end this? We're going to end this by telling you just to be careful.
Be careful.
Okay.
And
Be
there's
very
hope
careful.
after, right? Because we
There's
just
definitely
let
hope
you know we're
after.
both happily married now.
Oh,
So
happily.
there's hope and happiness after the
Oh,
fact.
happily. Listen, I love coming home to my husband.
Same here.
Let me tell y'all something. When I I roll over in the morning sometime and just look at his face, he be asleep. I just be staring all in his face. I'm so grateful.
Yes.
God did it. God
Yes.
did this,
Yes,
and
he
I'm
did.
so grateful. So listen, there is hope after.
Yeah,
It
it
really is. It's hope after. Do what you got to do. Do your research. Don't rush into nothing. Make sure this is what you want to do. And then if it's the Lord's will and you guys think you can, go for it.
Go for it. Right.
Go for it.
Right.
And then, and when you get in it, just know everything is not going to be peaches and cream.
No.
There's going to be some rainy days.
Yes.
It's going to be some hard days. You already know how relationships go. You know, everything ain't going to be perfect.
No, it's always
but learn
trials.
how to walk. You know, my father used to say to me all the time and say to us that a lot of people would be alive had they just walked away.
I said that when you.
Did you hear? So you know we on the same. See how
I
we
said
think.
that, guys.
We think alike. See what
It's
I'm
true.
saying? My father said that.
Yep,
A
he
lot of
did.
people would be here
They just walked
if
away.
they just walked away.
walk away.
So sometimes you just gotta walk away. If you want to come back to it, come back.
Right.
If not, just leave it where it is.
Leave it.
And just keep on living your life. Okay. Listen, I don't know where you going, but we got to get up out of
we
here.
gotta go, guys.
'Cause we can talk all day about this topic, and we know you got things to do, and we got things to do also. Listen, I hope you enjoyed it.
Yes.
You think so
I
fabulous?
think so.
I hope
think
you
so.
enjoyed it. You know, we're not therapists. I always have to say this, you know, we're not therapists, we're not doctors. We're just doing this because we love to talk and we love to share. So we hope you would come back and join us on next Monday. If the Lord's will, now we're
Yes.
going to be at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
Please forgive me this time because I did have an appointment I had to take care of, okay? I tried to get back to you as soon as I can, so we're here. At least we're here.
Right.
All right, so listen, we want you to be safe. We want you to know how much we love you. Listen, go ahead and love. Go ahead and be
It's a
in love.
beautiful thing.
It really is a beautiful
When a person is
beautiful thing.
deserving of it.
Of course. Now she want to jump back into another conversation.
'Cause-
So I'm gonna have to end this. See, I told you we can go the whole day. See, because she's trying to jump back into another subject. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go. We got to go.
We gotta go,
Okay,
guys.
but we love you out there. Be back with us on next Monday at 2 p.m. for Queen Fabulous.
Let's talk about
Let's talk about it, okay? We love you. See you then if the Lord's will.
Bye.
Bye. Now you know we could talk about that all
Yes.
day. That was a
it. That was a good one.
That was a good